so high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right.
All right, everyone, welcome back to another episode of Up in the Air.stream. And in this episode, this is going to be a little bit different than normal as far as the gear that you would normally expect to be talked about. But as a former overlander and a former owner of a Engel fridge, I wanted to share with you this latest purchase of ours to kind of simplify life. And let me talk about that a little bit. So, Engel fridges are portable fridges that are electric powered, either 12 volt or 110 AC. And I normally don't do a unboxing video, but I did kind of want to show you this because a lot of folks don't get to see how they come to you in the mail, and so we'll just briefly talk about this and then I'll get it out of the box and talk about it some more. So what has motivated me to do this is, in light of recent events, it seems like a lot of campgrounds have basically taken advantage in somewhat of the idea that ice in an 8-pound bag should cost you over $4. And not all, there's still a lot of campgrounds that are being pretty honest about it. However, a normal size cooler will easily take anywhere from 2 to 3 of those 8-pound bags to fill your cooler up. So I mean that can add up pretty quickly. Then your beer is wet, and if it's something with a label, then it's saturated and the ice melts, and then you're putting your hand in cold ice, and there's just a whole bunch of different reasons why it's just never a good idea. And then if you want your ice to be cold en route and you have it in the back of your truck or your SUV in our case, then now you're lifting all this ice and beer, the chest, and it can get very heavy. So I'm kind of a ice cooler junkie because they're cool. that was a terrible pun, but I mean they're neat, especially the fact that they can keep ice as long as they do. And I think that they work great if you're having maybe a tailgate party or something where you just have things out for people to grab into, or you're transporting meat if you end up getting a cow or something like that. So they definitely have their place. But I had sold our Engel fridge, and now I regret it. I didn't think we were going to be doing much overlanding anymore, and here I really didn't realize the benefit of having it for our Air.stream and putting it in the back of our SUV. So with that being said, just look at the box here just real quick, and then the model that I received, and then we'll get it out of the box so we can show you further. But this is the Engel MT 45 Platinum. I did get it off of Amazon because one of the things I will say, and not to plug Amazon too much, is that they stand behind stuff that you receive. If you don't get the satisfaction you need from a seller, in the case I've had with some very high dollar items is they had me send it back, and they gave me my money back, even though I couldn't get the seller or the manufacturer to stand behind it. And it wasn't stuff that was very old at all, like 30 days, and I still had no luck. But Amazon took care of me. So unfortunately and fortunately, I've ended up buying a lot of stuff like this off of Amazon, so I have like that third layer of protection. I have the seller, I have the manufacturer, and then I have Amazon, which has been very, very good about standing by a couple things that I had no luck of the other two taking care of me. So let me walk around here a little bit. There's a lot of different fridges out there to be bought. There is a lot of them that are much cheaper. I almost pulled the plug on the Dometic product, the CFX3 product. It's a well-known product, but I'll tell you right away what made me decide to get this Engel instead is because, first off, they've been in business for over 60 years now. It says Engel fridges have operated in all Australian conditions for over 45 years. Well, they've surpassed that. That footage is actually, or that on the box there, that's actually old. I think they're celebrating their 60th year of building these fridges. And the fact is that it is a Japanese company, and I'm a big fan of the Japanese products. With our Nissan Armada and just my FJ Cruiser and our WRX and everything, our Kubota tractors. I'm just a very big fan of them, to say the least. Also, there is literally one moving part in here, and that is kind of the thing here with this Engel's secret weapon is the swing motor compressor. Kind of makes them where, as long as you don't do anything stupid with them, these things are going to last for a very long time. So let me talk about a little bit of the features about it, since I have them right here in front of me. I've already mentioned the swing motor. It's a AC/DC compressor, so you can plug it into your outlet in the back as you're going down the road. No need to buy ice. You always will have the ability to precisely keep your beer. We'd like to drink beer, so I'll keep on saying beer, because that is our motivator. We like our craft beer, so it's going to cool even in the hottest of temperatures. I have a bag coming as well, so I'll include that in the video when I receive that, and that just further insulates it. So if you have it in a hot vehicle, it will kind of keep it cooler and keep the motor or the compressor from having to run as much. And I'll tell you a little bit also. I know I'm all over the place with this, but there's just so much experience that I have with these that I feel like sharing it with you, and that's kind of why I'm motivated to do this video, because I believe in this product, or I wouldn't. And I have a lot of experience with it, like I said. So I had bought the MT45, the non-platinum version before, and these have gone up significantly in price since I bought that one. I would have never probably been able to buy it before when we were overlanding, but for some reason it didn't come with the right power cords. They were kind of like I forget. It's been it's been probably like 8 years ago or something like that. And, I called Engel USA up and said, hey, unfortunately, they sent me the wrong one. They must have misheard me or something. I guess that's why they prefer, these days, most people prefer an email instead of a call. But I called them up again, and I said, hey, I appreciate you sending me this cord, but you sent me the wrong one. And they said, okay, we'll send you another one. And so that's been my experience with Engel USA as far as taking care of you. And just, the customer service has always been great. They know their product is great. They know it's very rare that something like a missed cord or something like that. So they're motivated to basically stand behind their product, because they know that it's very rare that they have to do so. They are rugged, and it has steel handles. They're made out of, just really high quality steel. They're well insulated. This one has a digital temperature indicator on it. So yeah, 3-year warranty on it as well through Engel. And all right, now that I've kind of talked about those features and explained the motor, and then now I'm showing you kind of how it's boxed and how it's going to come to you. It doesn't look beat up, so I'm happy about that. And then also just to give you like exactly the motor or the model here. This is the MT45F U1D-P. So that's definitely a mouthful, and there's the serial number. I'm not worried about that though. So maybe I'll blank that out, and that's our that's our address there. But anyways, I'll blank all that out. So anyways, yeah. All right, let's get this dude open. Here's the fridge unboxed, and yeah, so perfect shape, arrived perfectly. UPS didn't do anything bad to it, so that's good. I figured it would be. They are packaged very nicely inside, and yeah, I do prefer this one over my old model, which was more of a basic model. And now I'm thinking my old one was a 35, this being the 45. I did want to get something a little bit bigger. This is still smaller than my Yeti cooler. That was like the big Yeti cooler. And this will hold more beer in it effectively, or food. The key thing with this too is it will go down to a freezer temperature. So it is a fridge freezer as it's advertised on there on the side. I'm also motivated to do this because I know that there's a lot of folks that have never even thought about one of these. The Yeti coolers aren't cheap. These aren't cheap, but once again, you can buy the cheaper models. I think they're actually a better value, especially if you're talking about $12 in ice that will last you a couple days. This could potentially last you a lifetime. So yeah, just different things to consider. I know it's a pretty good investment, from the beginning. But, definitely think, in my opinion, for my last experience owning one of these, definitely worth it. It does have a digital display as far as the platinum models go. So if you're wanting to kind of get a better look at how these look, there's not a whole bunch of videos out there that are USA based. You can find plenty of Australian based videos where folks own these. And so it has the digital display. And then to change the temperature, you literally just, dial it in. I want it to be at 39 degrees. They say beer down at 38 degrees is idea. 55 or 38 degrees to 55 degrees is idea for beer. I want it as cold as possible, so that's what I'm going to do. One of the cool things, it's currently at 47 degrees, and one of the cool things about these is it has these really simple latches on here, and it's just proven. There's just, the design has not changed much at all. This latch they use on almost all their models of all different sizes. Proven strength. It does require you to put the handles on when you receive it. But even if the latch, was to break, it's easily replaced and parts are easy to get. Nothing exotic about this at all. You can find all of the parts for them just because they've been making literally the same thing for so many years. The quality of it, the paint, everything is what you would expect from a Japanese design product. The seal holds up extremely well. These are not made in Japan. They're made in Thailand. So they're not made in China, which is a plus as well. And that did go into my decision as well, because the Dometic product is made in China, and most of them are. I don't know of too many of them other than this that aren't made in China. But everything, just kind of reminds you of, like, if you ever had like a hot water maker or anything else like Snow Peak stuff that's very popular in Australia as well. All the Japanese stuff, especially camping gear, just has like this certain feel to it. And these are no different. Now, Engel is an Australian company, but they're owned by a Japanese company. I believe that's how that works. So, but they're really known in Australia. But they sell them all over the world. There's really probably no country that they don't sell these in. So that's what a 12-pack, well, minus one, that is, of beer would look like in there. And as you can see, it's going to hold quite a bit. Probably lay them on their side, maybe, I don't know, or stack them up like this. The basket's removable, so that's nice. You can pull everything out at the same time. Has a simple LED light there that's very replaceable. I just put that towel in there to kind of keep things from shifting around. I'm just trying that idea out to see how that works out, to keep them from sliding around. This would be fully loaded with beer most of the time, I'd say. So that's not going to be so much of an issue later. But yeah, pretty happy with it. Happy with the newer design, or the more premium design of it. And I would highly recommend it. So maybe I'll do a future video of just like a longer term review of the fridge freezer, just to kind of build on what I'm saying about the reliability of it. And I think that's about, if you have any questions about it, make sure to ask them in the comments, and I'd be glad to answer them if I know the answer. And make sure, if you like this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel and also like the video. We will be doing a lot more videos in the future, as I always promise. One of the videos that we're getting ready to do is our AGM replacement of our AGM batteries, and we are using AGM instead of lithium on purpose, and so look forward to that video. That probably will be the next video that we do, and I'll discuss all the reasons why I went with lithium, and also the extended history that I have with the Odyssey AGM batteries, and just how much we've had great luck over the years. So, all right. Thank you for watching very much. Everybody be safe. Get out there and have some fun.